Hello again. Oops. Okay. Hello again. Okay. Sound. Sounding. Picturing. Good. Let's go. Okay. Was trying to remember what I was in the middle of. Oh, I wanted to get to that bolt thing. First, I'm gonna pause the game real quick. Yeah, I just wanted to get a closer look at this. So this is, I think it's Gravelstone, is what it said. I've never noticed the carvings on the middle. Like, the central part. A lot of swirls and... That looks sort of familiar, but... Sorry, I don't want to... Yeah, okay, so yeah, it sort of kind of looked like, well, no, it doesn't. It's just kind of spirally. Was that the dishwasher? Okay. Like, you hear that, right? The loud dishwasher? Just seemed louder than normal. Thought I would say something, because I can... You know... I mean, I don't think it can, they can hear it or anything on stream. I just think it's, making sure we don't have anything caught or whatever. Anyway, back to Tree Man. Actually, let's take a closer look at Tree Man. Okay, got some ugly hands, and only 4 fingers. That's interesting. The only other thing I can think of with 4 fingers is an omen, but these grippers look more like what's up, feels okay. Thanks for the the tier 1 sub. It's been converted. Okay, so oh right, the legs kind of look ancient dragon-y, or maybe even, I guess, just dragon-y. Well, ancient dragons have like back legs that have, I think, 3 toes on them or something like that. So I don't know what the hell this thing is, but I think I speculated that, like, I don't think whatever this Tsunui and Draconic, yeah, which I guess is kind of, I don't know, maybe it just says something about the Erd Tree's relationship with dragons, whatever that happens to be. Wow, that was perfectly bad. Like, that was exactly what I didn't need to do. Shouldn't have done, I guess. Oh, what's up, last protagonist? EP equals Elden Beast equals Nebula Dragon internally. Very cool. The... Oh god, can we get out of here? Yeah. Right, the Nebula sounds familiar because... I just wanted to check. Yeah. Nebula is the skill on both of Estelle's items. So, uh, I just like that, basically. I feel like I feel like the word nebula is connected to all of the, you know, big star dudes. Can I level up? No. And my anchor? TBH, I think.
No. I need to do better than this. This will never kill a god. I can do better than this.
Sounds so cool with my headphones now.
It needs to slay a bloody god.
Found the longer cord.
Oh, it's you. Don't pay me any mind, it's not important. Just lay out your arms.
His eyes are weird. I forgot I can pause, but I guess everybody's eyes are weird in this game, so never mind. Doesn't really mean anything, they're just kinda... okay, so Smithing Stone 6, can I buy those? Do you have anything to say?
You here for spirit tuning? I can hear it from across the wing, past the round
sorry, I
table.
think the Erd Tree avatars and
howling
illustrated
and
tree spirits are
wailing
meant
of
to
spirits
foreshadow
in fear
the
of
Elden
curse.
Beast encounter.
I can even hear the repulsive, twisted malice in itself.
But,
You should
sorry, I
keep
guess...
your distance.
I don't think I'm
I
sick,
know
but it
you're
sounds like I am,
strong,
huh?
but please.
Maybe I'm just a dried up husk, because I haven't been drinking water. Come back to do this another time. But I still think, you know, even like the way that the Elden Beast was designed, I feel like there's still a reason for, I mean, even if they are foreshadowing, like, why does the Elden Beast look like that? Because his head's pretty goofy. We can all agree. Okay. Yes, know what I'm doing. So, was there anything else I wanted to buy? A lot of spirit tuner stuff. Oh, I think there might have been some cool axe or something I wanted to use. Godsleyer's greatsword, but it's gonna be a while before I can use that. There was a greatsword that was like... I guess not. Rolls hammer, that's not bad. Alright. What do I use somber stones though? Regardless of appearance, they at least show there's some kind of bestial creature within the trees. Yes, word. And I'm sure that has something to do with, you know, blah blah, crucible of life. All life mixed together, blah 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 blah. Regular smithing stones. Okay. I will be back. I don't know why that's been in my head lately. Ooh, Vike's War Spear? That is dangerous, though. That's also kind of dex heavy, so never mind. I'll come back for it. Let's go along this Road of Iniquity. Looks like I didn't Sorry, yeah, no, I guess I'm thinking, like... I thought a little bit more about the Elden Beast thing, because it's like... So if... The Elden Beast is... Okay, if the Elden Beast is the Elden Ring as well, and the Elden Ring has been... I mean, its shape has been changed, like, it's visually changed. I think it would stand to reason that the Elden Beast looks different too. Like it might look like that because it has lost parts of itself, like its head. That's right. Going the wrong way, but actually, let's check out some of these dancing ladies. Wow, it's just embarrassing. Interesting. Didn't notice that one. Okay, cool. All right. All right. 2 exploding corpses with 1 exploding corpse. So wait, what was that again? A noble set. Other way around? Yes. Navy hood. Okay, well I think it is worth... This is something I hadn't necessarily thought about before, but fix this also. The people that... The dancers here, their whole thing is like they specifically revere this, or they wear blue. The special maidens wear blue. So the fact that the navy cloak is found here feels like there's probably some significance to that. I don't know what that could be, but it doesn't feel irrelevant. Who you mage on the hill? Damn, okay. Respect. Just decided to headbutt me. They blew themselves. Oh, a bunch of battle mage nonsense. Is that a rat? Yeah, I bet the, I would bet that the Elden Beast used to look different. Which is, you know, not necessarily... I don't know, it makes me wonder, because we've seen what Estelle's head looks like. I wonder if it used to just have some big old, just like skull face or something weird. I mean, maybe not necessarily skull, but it could have been something on the level of, something uncanny on the level of, the koi fish thing from Sekiro. The Mr. Koi Fish guy. Okay, am I not... Who is attacked? Oh, I'm being attacked by rats. Can I leave, please? Okay, what? Oh, that one's already dead. This one real quick. Cool, we can leave. Oh, that's right. I forgot what I was doing. Do I need to go down? Yeppers, okay. I didn't didn't even notice him here. I was just coming here for the cool look at the shaded castle or whatever. All those rocks front end up there. See, I think that that was done by a person intentionally. That just seems so. And I mean, I think you can even kind of see like all these. There's all these jagged rocks here. Okay, are you for real? Like for real, for real? What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, this time I'll pause. Okay, so yeah, let's zoom our way over here. Okay, so you can see here, like, there's all these kinds of, like, blockier stones. And then there's this sort of jagged, swooshy stuff. I think that this was the magma from the eruption when Rykard made Gelmir explode. And then someone used stone. Someone moved all this stone to contain the the lava. I think that that's what a lot of this is. Maybe. That's my best guess, because it just seems so intentional. I don't know what the hell all that stuff down there is, but yeah. It's been sub 20 degrees for the last 2 days in Texas. Hope everyone else is doing alright. Oh man, yeah. Yikes. I hope that they, I mean, I don't know if they did, but did they ever get that problem with, like, the cold weather knocking out all their power fixed? Like, do they have power? They haven't been on the social medias a lot today. If you zoom out, it looks like Gravelstone. Oh wait, sorry, were you saying the like the kind of the parts I was saying with like magma look like Gravelstone, or the more like kind of blocky bits? Texas fed power and heat all day. Oh, that's right. Also good. Forgot. I always forget. Either than the Tejas. The magma. Oh, the magma portion looked like Gravelstone. Yeah, it does. Oh, and actually, I need to look at some Gravelstone again. Because, like, I was just trying to sit here and think about what Gravelstone looked like, and I was like, super duper remember. Okay. Oh, yeah, wow. It really, really does. You are totally right. That's interesting. It looks quite a bit like it. I think I've already hijacked that carriage. Haven't started the Vare thing. But can I fight, yeah, I don't know if I can fight, what's his name, the beast guy. One that they added, like, later. Cool. Okay. Actually, I think that guy only shows up if you're, like, you, need to... Maybe I'm wrong, let me just check. Already been down here, or? And there's also, you know, there's magma worms, so there is like there's a tangential relationship between dragons and magma at the very least. Wait, did I? Okay, I don't even. I was too flabbergasted by the parry. Sure, someone has talked about it, but the jagged stone is the same as the stones from the ground during bestial spells. That is something I think I have. I thought I heard like whispering. These headphones are dope. Oh no, here he is. Agnes, the Beast Claw. What's up, bruv? I can do that too. Anything else, I can do that. I can do anything else. Yes, I can. Possible belief that beasts used some type of earth spell to terraform the areas. Well, we do know that, what was it, stones were the first tools of the beasts who were granted intelligence. So, there is some... Also, I guess, you know what, that if there is some, like, I guess, if you want to equate, or if you want to connect beasts with stone in some way, or like man with stone, it's interesting that magma worms are what they become, because it's like, you know, the superheated rock. But it's interesting to think about, like, kind of, I guess, I have to wonder if there's some kind of deeper connection between the whole beast and stone thing. I still don't really get what the hell... I mean, it feels like, okay, beasts probably came from, like, the first spell of life or something, right? Like, but what is that? And also, like, all of them? Where are my runes? Oh, are they underground? Bad man. Fine. Did I lose my runes? Maybe I did. Okay, good, I didn't. Whoops. Whoa, not good, not good. Start swacking him. Swack, swack. It's similar to a thwack, but it's far more effective because it's better. Beast spells imply some type of earth or stone manipulation. Agreed. And it's gotta make me wonder, is that... So is that from the drat? Do I have any of those? Incantations? Probably not, right? Oh, because I have to go around and give him Death Root. So I might have some. Let's just check. Do I have any? Great.
Strange. There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
Alright, Beast's Roar by Bestial Vitality and Bestial Sling? Or, yeah. It is said that in the time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. Oh yeah, and that's... no Death Root, no Maidens. Also, wait, what is it? First beasts who had gained intelligence? Because also, you know, back here, it mentions... oh, I think the other way is where I need to go. Let's go find the Cinca de Mayo. Cinca Indiera, or whatever the hell it's called. Platforming dagger. Yeah. So, that dagger, I think, says something along the lines of the ancient dragons gave beasts intelligence. Oh, is it on the left side of the building? I think I got mixed around then. Oh yeah, it's that weird root thing. Here we go. Okay, we're trying to find... first of all, do I have the... no fall damage, who's he, what's he? Oh no, I don't. That's fine, I guess. Whoopsie. It's fine. No connection between dragons giving beasts intelligence. Wait, what do you mean, no connection? Oh wait, five fingers marked when the beasts were granted intelligence. Oh, between that and 5 fingers. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. Didn't expect him to be right there. Bye-bye, runes. Ogre rank. What you gonna do? Well, there's not really a point to doing that now, is there? Interesting. I wonder what else he says when he kills you. Oh, that's right. No connections between dragons giving beasts intelligence. It says that the 5 fingers marked there that was something about their intelligence. I don't know why I thought it was the ancient dragons that gave them intelligence. Whoops. Is that all he says? Okay, then I'll actually start trying a little more. Okay. I just realized. Wait, is he like looking at his hand? No, he's just sort of crawling. Maybe? I don't know. Um. God, what the hell? I've looked at this thing so many times. Oh, I don't always notice the things around the edges, though. Symbols around the edges. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, though. Hmm. I mean, but it's, I guess, implied that that is the Rune of Death, maybe? Or, like, what's left of it that is inside him? Maybe, is it a depiction of the Rune of Death? I'll have to look at that more later. Oh, whoops. From design might be part of the seal. Oh, gotcha. It's the thing keeping it inside. Alright. Okay, that also makes sense. I hadn't thought about it like that. I don't know why I hadn't. Then I wonder what that's supposed to be. Like how it keeps it inside of his body. This way. There we go. Okay. Damn. Okay, I should have gotten off the horse. Oh, the gem might be the vessel because of crystals. Actually? Yeah, it could be something like a glintstone or amber. Red amber or something. Interesting. Let's see if we can get that. All right. Much better. Nice controlled descent. I always forget to look at this stuff. This little pattern here is on the front of some of the people in Liurnia, the maidens, those like maiden statues. Pretty sure. Maybe? Maybe not. Okay, guess let's just do a quick pass of this level on the horse. See if there's any items. Okay. Whoops. All right. See what this looks like from farther away. Hmm. Such a large structure. I mean, this really looks like this was built into the wall. I mean, it for me, it's always been kind of like, well, I don't know, but like, looks like all that stuff collapsed around it. I mean, I guess it could have been buried. Feels like the water rose or parts sunk into the water and settled. Oh, I see what you mean. Like maybe this part all like slid down or something. Like it could have been like a. In Farum, they have a lot of cliffsider parts built into the walls of cliffs. That's true. That's true. I guess that's how they do. Hmm. This music sounds like bees. Bees or beads? Dragon architecture makes sense to be on walls. Yeah, no, it's the same stuff that's in Farum Azula. I mean, pretty much exactly. Um, I just I don't know. I just wanted to look around and kind of like, because okay, like Farum Azula is a mausoleum. Is this also a mausoleum? Is this and it kind of, well, there's nothing buried here. And none of the like beast. There's beast skeletons up top, but like not down here. Hmm. That's a pickle. Interesting. Hmm. They're like a order way down. Okay, okay. Wow, that scared the actual that wow, okay. Yeah, so okay, nothing buried here. Nothing was ever buried here, or welcome to Applebee's, will you be having the bees or the apples or the bees? What if the corpses come out the front? Okay, so here's some corpses. Some like 5 dead, or 4, 3.5. Well, 4 dead beasts. It's the only 4. And they're in this weird sort of chained column thing that I have always been confused by, because it seems like the stone is growing like on them. Like even here. Oops. Right? Like kind of looks like he's becoming stone. His legs are kind of melding into the stone. I don't really get what the hell's going on there. Okay, but let's look at that dagger I came all the way down here for. Going to high-ranking clergyman of Farum Azula, raises potency of bestial incantations. So, given to high-ranking clergymen of Farum Azula. So I guess that seems to imply that this was given to the beastmen by ancient dragons. Like, they would give these short swords to the beastmen the clergy beastmen. Design celebrates a beast's 5 fingers, symbolic of the intelligence once granted upon their kind. Fingers. Yeah, I guess I think some time ago I made, I guess ancient dragons have like 5 fingers, but that's not really so what? That should help out, just sort of in general. This is the lowest I can go, right? Okay, well, let's take another quick look. I guess they couldn't get down here? I don't know if it's like natural mummification or if it's like a ritual sacrifice or something. Like they gave their lives for something. Or they were put into those positions on those pillars for some reason. Now let's get out of here. Still battling 1,000. Still battling 1,000 for the 5 fingers, progenitor to 2, 3 fingers. I mean, I think it could have something to do with like, yeah, like it could imply like a split. For like, cause you know the one could be like both of them put together. I'm not sure if like the 5 fingers is something we'll ever necessarily see, because if the I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I'm just guessing. I don't want to make any like guesses when I am like guessing about guessing. But I never. Oh, I didn't mean to leave Kenneth hanging over there. Tibetan sky burials aren't too far off. Wait, how do those go? What is a Tibetan sky burial? That is interesting. Because also sky burial is really, you know, because Farm Missoula floating in the sky. God. Was this where I wanted to go? Yes, yes.
Ah, yeah. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your... Enter into my service, and who knows? Perhaps sometime... What say you?
Oh wow, I never even
well,
talked to him.
Well indeed.
Monks go sit on a cliff on the edge of
knew I
death
saw
and sit
something
until they
in you.
pass, then picked apart.
I shall await you at my
Gotcha.
fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there,
I do think that that's what's happening
see
with like a
great
lot of
things
these
ahead
people
of
that
us.
are like just
We are
sitting out
truly by
in
the
chairs.
earth
I think that they just
blessed.
came out there to die.
Right then. Time for me to head to... I've much to do.
Okay, cool.
Right then. I've much to do.
Maybe he gives me something. Might not be a reason to talk to him, really. But it just kind of drew my attention. Funeral practice, which human corpse placed on a mountaintop, decompose while exposed to the elements, or to be by scavenging animals, especially carrion birds like vultures and corvid. Specific type of the general practice of excarnation, which I'm guessing is just burial by not dealing with the body by sort of leaving it out in some way. Not just like doing nothing with it, obviously, but the opposite of a burial, I suppose.
Ah, I suppose you more indeed. It is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found with haste, and not that awful Godric, the true and stalwart lord of the... I'm sorry that I haven't the authority the great Kenneth had now for a true and... I must for a true...
That's interesting. I'm almost wondering if, like, the state of his castle has something to do with his, like, power as a lord, or as a potential lord. Like, in a similar way to, like, how the Elden, there's, like, the Erd tree is, like, a symbol of America's power. Like, I'm wondering if, like, you know, lords need to have, you know, powerful people need to have some kind of physical representation of their power, like a castle. Huge guess, total guess. Just sort of something I've been chewing on lately. Do I have any of those sword keys, special ones from Celia? Did I go through Celia? How's Celia me? That was good. I don't even... no notes. Removing flesh before burial. Oh, gotcha. Not spelling very well today, apologize. No problem. Why is Godwin's body so big? Wait, actually, let me put a little... Why is Godwin's body so big? Can you answer that yet? Because as a non-giant, he feels a bit large. Well, I do think that his body went through a lot of, like, changes from the Rune of Death being in him. I think that the Rune of Death, like, changed his... I think that the Rune of Death is largely responsible for, like, the way he looks. Because, you know, we see him being held by Black Knife assassins, like, by each arm. We know how big a Black Knife assassin is. But then, you know, his eye, we see it when he's on the ground, sort of starts to, like, twitch around, and, you know, if you think about, like, the Black Knives and stuff, it's like a lot of things that are infused with death are called, like, malformed, or, like, misshapen. So I think that's basically just what happened to, Godwin. I think that he was imbued with death, and it, like, twisted his body all up. Because his body didn't die. Yeah, well, I mean, there's death root growing out of his body, so... I mean, it doesn't... I feel like it's not the craziest thing in the world to suggest that his body is just growing on its own, because there's stuff growing out of his body, so there's some kind of... you know, like life coming from death sort of situation. Death root coming from death. You know, sometimes death comes from death. It's not always a cycle. Sometimes it's just a bunch of dead people. Alright. Now let's go find those... Wait, who else is out here? There's an invisible person out here. I can smell them. Smell their sweaty little nerd hands. Also, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just because, you know, the Rune of Death has this ability to sort of... Things grow from it. Like, plants literally grow from it. Actually, you know, if I'm being honest, I think that Deathroot isn't really, like, a plant as much as it's, like Godwin's actual, like, body, like, pieces of his body, like, that are taking on plant-like properties, sort of like, the spiritual, the, the ancestral spirits. Like, he's almost like a meat plant or something. Like, it's kind of gross. Next time I find some Deathroot, I'll show you. It doesn't necessarily look like a plant made of plant. Especially, like, if you look closely at his body, the, like, Deathroot, or, like, whatever is growing... Yeah, I guess the Deathroot that's growing out of him has, like, fly wings all over it. Like, it's organic in some way. I mean, like, obviously it's a plant, it's organic. Duh. It's fleshy? But yeah. Deathroot could be Godwin's equivalent to the tarnished plant-like bloodstain. Gotcha, like... But it just never stops growing. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but my biggest concern about... SOE... Did I already do this one? Shadow of the Erd Tree is that we haven't gotten any information really, and the hype train may be getting too large for what answers we might get. What do you mean the hype train might be getting too big? The DLC always fixes the game completely and it will be perfect. Amen. All the questions will be answered, and I will be proven right. It was like, should I say this? I obviously don't mean it, but I feel like it's what everyone's like at the back of a lot of creators' minds, probably. Okay, where... Okay, that's right, I wanted to go get the other chests. There's one imbued sword key here. There's one in Rea Lucaria. And there's one at the place. Totally forgot about that one. Thank Comet. Alright. That might have been the last chest, because I think I opened the other one already, but we'll see. Alright. Nope. Burden. Alright. Now I go to the place. The place. I don't really believe it, though. It'd be nice if the other demigods had their own plant stains. I mean, I think it has something... Yeah, I think it's really just kind of like his body growing in death, kind of like a spiritual... Sorry, an ancestral spirit might. But, you know, imbued with deathiness instead of... I don't know, it's almost like a death coming from the life of his body rather than, you know, like, new life coming from his actual death. But maybe I just don't understand how that's all working. That's interesting. So is this... Wait, he's... Is he gray? Or is he red? I can't tell. Yeah. What color is he? Grayish or red or... Hard to tell. I think that a red enemy would maybe be more. I don't know. That's interesting, because he didn't... Is he the same color as, like, a spirit summon? There's, like, a couple different colors I thought that the spirits would be. Do I get to summon my own, or...? Something I hadn't really thought about before is how these guys... Okay. To the point of a lot of the other people that have willingly removed their heads, doing so was to guard a demigod's body from destined death until they could be reborn. Is this related? I have to wonder. Because, like, also, it was the way that it, like, teleported around, too. That's something that, that one... what's her name? The... enemy, summon. Is it carrying a Carian blade and cloak? Yeah, it's a Carian Troll Knight. But, like, that's also what's weird about it. Like, if it has anything to do with Godwyn, that is weird. But I guess, you know, the Black Knife Catacomb is over here, and it's being guarded by one of those headless things, so it wouldn't be that strange, but it is interesting that it's like, why here, and also why... Like, does this place have anything to do with Godwyn? I wouldn't think so. Did it have anything to do with any god, ever? Again, I mean, I don't... Precipice of Anticipation... Yeah, let's go. Get that Stormhawk King. Let's look at this real quick, just to kind of get a grasp on it here. I know I've already looked at this like 2 or 3 times, I'm sure, but... Or, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Who's in the carving in the back wall? Do you mean like this guy here? My best guess is that it's like another depiction of Tablet Man, but genuinely, no idea. Because, like, you know, some of these connect to the old Dynasty stuff underground, and I think that this could have been from, like, a long time ago. Like, I think that this could be, like, a really, really old sort of transportation network or something like that. That, yeah. So it could have been something that was being guarded for those purposes. But it still begs the question, like, why did they, what requires that level of sort of, like, undying, literally, like, undying protection from, like, and from destined death? Isn't there 2 Tablet Man, one with tablet and one with tree? No, but he does sort of have, like, roots around his, like, feet. Like, in a similar way that that guy kind of did, in my opinion. Or I think that there is, like, a tree on the other side of the tablet, maybe? Don't remember. Before that cloak goes away, let's get a little gander. Okay. The peacock feathers are interesting. Should have looked at him, but before I killed him. But c'est la vie. Well, not for him, but. Would that be post tree guy? Tree statue from my memory, sapling growing, and a guy above it, like the tablet. I'll see what I can find right now. That's basically, I mean, that's kind of it. There's sort of like roots and stuff at his feet. I don't know if, but it could just depict the same guy later in life, or like it could just be like a second depiction of the same guy. Like, a lot of our knowledge of this guy is based off of a singular statue of him. So, like, finding another possible representation of him, it's hard to like evaluate because it's like, we have one other thing to go off of. It's hard to know if they are the same person or if they are, guys that look similar. Like, old men be having beards. What's up with that? What's the deal? What's the deal with beards? Okay, now let's go. So this used to be part of Stormvale. So maybe one of the reasons the 4 belfries were being guarded was so that it couldn't be used to get closer to Godwin if he was here. Well, it is implied that he was assassinated here because of his corpse in the basement. Did I never go through that? I might have. And there we go. Now we can leave. Whoops. Oh, this is not good. Alright, you need to take out some of these dudes first. They are just doing too much, like... They're giving too much backup. They're kind of doing a good job. I think they're all gone. Now we can just start wailing. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully I got some, maybe I got some mushroom stuff. Or, actually, I think you find the mushroom set somewhere, so never mind. Wow, you probably would have been helpful for your friends. Had you come, at the right time. Well, Dynasty stuff's a bit odd because they had the Sophria tablet. Then from my memory, the sapling statue. Wait, what about the whatever tablet? Then from my memory, the sapling statue, it could be the turning moment of the Civ or changing of ideals. Well, I mean, that statue is, like, everywhere, and it's, like, all over the place underground. If it's from, I don't know, they made a lot of them, whatever it represents. But it seems like the tree that's sort of being depicted at his feet or whatever is not, yeah, it's not quite the same way that it's the large, you know, array of branches or potentially roots behind the guy at the Four Belfries looks. But, you know, we also don't know. It's hard to necessarily depict, like, the stages of growth of a tree. Just because, like, there's not a huge tree in the statue, it doesn't mean that it was, like, I don't know if it was meant to be a sapling. It doesn't necessarily look like the tree at his feet was small. It's just there's not a lot of it. Right. Oh, the statues of the tablet I'm finding, they seem to grow out from under his robe. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's almost, I feel like it almost says more about, like, his connection to the tree or something, or to a tree. Or his, like, affinity with maybe nature or something. Or who knows, maybe he's a plant. He's a cool dude who eats sunlight. Whoops. That was a close one. Okay, that's what I needed. Yeah, those charge attacks just, like, weren't hitting how I wanted them to. Cool. Let's go. And I think that's all of them. Did I miss anyone? Cool. Poison grease. Right. Oh, tablet near his feet is a map showing the rivers. Happen to also be... Wait, where am I again? Oh, that's right. It's like underneath... Kind of underneath Stormvale? Yeah. That's interesting. Best guess I have is that maybe, like, Melania used this as, like, a base? Or as a place to, you know, when she... Maybe she stopped there? Or maybe that was just one of the soldiers left behind or something? I don't know. I don't totally understand, like, why there would be, like, one... I mean, we know that Melania passed through here. I have to imagine that it was related to that, but she kind of passed along, like, this road, which shouldn't... No. Not... I guess it's not impossible to get down there, but whatever. Let's see what he has to sell. I think I've already seen his stuff. Whoops.
Not every...
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take the time to do that real quick. Just go around to a couple merchants that I didn't get around to before. This one here that's kind of hard, yeah, kind of hard to find. during the return, maybe. Oh, you're talking about were you wanting me to go look at one of the statues, or like are you talking about the one at the Four Belfries? Because I am gonna go back to the Four Belfries in a bit. I just while I have all these runes, I wanted to kind of like check some of this stuff out before I, you know, do something stupid and lose them. It's interesting that just like, so I guess like nobody necessarily really goes back here much, because like there's no reason to. That's such an interesting thing to think about. I wonder how wolves would have even gotten in here in the first place, unless they're like Akarian left them here or something.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a customer.
I bet.
How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Oh, during the return, maybe when she had to be carried to the Haligtree. That is also possible. Could be someone else that like stayed behind that couldn't continue. That was weakened. I do think it is super interesting, and I don't know what it means, but I think that there is a meaning to it for the blue cowl being sold here. No idea what it could be, but I do think it's being sold here for a reason. Let's just get those other sword keys.
Have a
Oops,
safe.
not what I wanted to do.
Anything? Have a safe, Ju?
Cool. And I think there's something over there, underneath that Bloodhound Knight guy. Cool. Celestial too. Dope. Okay, now let's go check out... I just wanted to go see that merchant at least. Got it out of my system. I don't think he's holding anything per se. It doesn't mean he's not Tablet Man, but like... Yeah, it could just be a dude with a beard. But like, yeah, I guess, I don't know, the way that the roots and trees, like how many tree old men could there be? The answer could be more than I think, but I mean, I probably have a reason to think that there's more than one. I think that they could be the same dude. Night Sky Unseen. Oops. Is that what I wanted to do, or what's the other one again? It is... I can't remember. Oh, Farm Azula. That's right. Interesting. Let's go fight the Crucible Knight. I'll go get the, No, we're doing them right now. What's the location of each of these portals? So this is, Precipice of Anticipation, which is the starting area. The other one is Farm Azula, and this one, Night Sky Unceasing, brings you to a, part of the underground. Really close to Mohg's Palace. There's like one lone Crucible Knight that I think doesn't respawn there. Alright. so this is another reason I think implications of those locations from one portal with the architecture was what I wanted to figure out. Oh, yeah, so I think, honestly, one of the reasons that I think that it could be Tablet Man is because of this location that it brings us to down here. I think that this place connects to the old dynasty in some way. Because also a lot of those locations seem like, I think that they might be locations that we know could have predated the Erd Tree. I'm pretty sure we found some pictures that could imply that Stormvale existed before the Erd Tree grew. Their Bar Missoula probably did. Almost certainly existed before the Erd Tree grew. Uh, and yeah, obviously this place does. Or this place very, very likely did. Almost definitely before the Erd Tree. So yeah, 3 locations that probably existed before the Erd Tree, if not definitely. And the Carians have all these connections to, like, the Nox and, in my opinion, the Old Dynasty. Like, I think the Carians could be former members of the Old Dynasty, or not the Old Dynasty per se, but members of that sort of civilization. This is the first time I've ever been here. Why is this item not here? Did I already grab it? Because my memory that far gone. Who knows? That kind of looks like a tree stump. You know, I've kind of wondered, I've probably said this before, I think it's possible that whole thing is a tree stump too. Like the whole thing that Moog's Palace is on. I think that could be why it, like, lights on fire, or sort of gets fiery when you light the Erd Tree on fire. Okay, now let's go get the last key. Rea Lucaria, Debate Hall, Parlor. Nokron and Farum from one area seems huge. Having trouble seeing importance of Stormvale. Well, I mean, just the fact that Stormvale existed before the time of the Erd Tree, we don't know who lived there, but they could have all been places that were, like, they could have all been places that, like, royalty or, like, upper, members of the, old dynasty sort of, like, resided. They could have been, like, their 3 or 4 main palaces or seats of power. Seat of the sun, seat of the moon. I don't know. What were the other 2? The, underground and... Miscellaneous? Or whatever. I'd have to write everything down because my brain has too many thoughts in it. Politically, it makes sense since I guess, but depends on how Stormvale developed. Something I will say is that, like, well, it doesn't really matter, but, like, they both do have some sort of connection to birds, with the whole thing of, like, it seems like the moon was possibly a bird. Again, not really, like, I'm not being like, have you considered bird? Bet you feel like an idiot now. You didn't even think about bird. There was, like, others. I used to have, like, let's see, there were other things that I haven't drawn connections between the two places in a little while. Whoopsie daisy. Oh yeah, so Stormvale was like, you know, I think it was where the true storm once raged. So, that could have, you know, that, I think it was a seat of power at some point. And like, I'm using these terms seats of power. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Why am I? Oh god, here we go. I had a medium load right now. Let's just... Wait. That is a really, really hard jump to do, let me tell you. Oh god. I guess that was pretty difficult as well. Oh god. So anyway, the key with that jump is that you want to go from like the upper part of that curved, or of that slant, to, like the lower part of here. So I kind of jump like at a diagonal, make sure I get oh my god, then I almost messed up there. That would be ridiculous. Eh? Farum, Sun, Nocron, Moon, Stormvale. I guess, I don't know, Storm, Sky. Not what I meant to do, but at least I didn't die. Jesus. Really, man, doesn't seem like a good choice. Maybe Stormhawks. Yeah, I get like maybe the Storm or the Sky or something is my best guess, but Timeline really puts a wet rag on a lot of what I've been thinking about because Crucible era, then... Whoops. Oh my god. Man, that crap was just dodging around like crazy. Nothing I could do to hit him. Because a lot of what I'm thinking, because Crucible era, then Elden Ring era, then Golden Order era, so on. Yeah, that has not necessarily been my line of thought, but I am also, I've been on the fence about it for a little while, and it hasn't really been something that I've been, like, I've been quite a bit, I've been more focused on the time before the Erd Tree for a little bit. So I just, you know, that whole Golden era, or Golden Order versus, like, you know, beginning of, like, the Erd Tree kind of thing, I'm not 100% on. Like, I don't have, like, an informed opinion. Or, like, a thought-out opinion, I guess. Anyone else? Was that all? Alright, so let's make sure... Did that first. Did I... This might not have been the right way to get the imbued sword key. I'm have to look again. Remember it's up there. Oh, I remember where it is now. I passed it. I understand the frenzy is supposed to be somewhat deceptive, but I don't want to discredit the idea. Well, I don't personally think that, like, the stuff that... Like, I don't really think Frenzy has any reason to deceive us at that point. We are the Lord of Frenzy, and, like, we're so far gone that no one leaves us. I think that, like, the deception at that point has been done. Like, they could be like, I think they could honestly be like, oh, we lied. Because as far as they know, there's nothing you can do to get rid of Frenzy. Nicola's whole solution, not only was it not in what the, like, needle was intended for, I don't know if people necessarily know that it exists. So I think that you are the Lord of Frenzy, and also, Hayeta is reading words that are coming from the fire inside of us. So, like, I mean, it's kind of like us at that point. We are housing the frenzied flame. I don't think that it has any reason to lie to us. I think that is. I think it's probably a biased perspective of things. I don't think it's the full story, but I do think that it is telling what it knows to be the truth. Or at least what it thinks the truth is. Okay, so I think, remember, grab this first. I think this is a good, yeah, good item. Back to the parlor. If that's the case, life may have existed in twisted manners. May have existed in twisted manners with the Crucible, but I feel like the falling of the Elden Beast is kind of the advent. Fire and Crucible could be related to the Grey. Well, I mean, Estelle is a form of life that came into being outside of the, you know, purview of the Erd Tree, outside of the existence of the Erd Tree. There's a lot of living stuff that's not being influenced by the Elden Ring. So I'm personally of the opinion that I lost that train of thought, but yeah, I am of the opinion that the Elden Ring. Sorry, I got distracted by the big moon. What the hell was that? Also, was that a snake? No, right? A upside down lion thing? Sorta. Yeah, so I'm of the opinion that, like, life probably existed before, or could have existed before Elden Stars. I don't know if it did, but I think it's possible. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, because it does seem like the Crucible of Life was, like, chaotic. I don't know if that's just because it was early on and it was being brought into order, but it doesn't really seem like something that was influenced by, like, I mean, it doesn't really scream, like, order to me, is all I'm saying. I guess, you know, if it was from a time before the Golden Order, or just like life. Back then. It's the globe legs. Oh, gotcha. But it had a little like face on them or something. I could tell what it was. It looked like a lion, maybe. One grate in the Crucible. May have had order arrested from it. Once the original Elden Ring was forged. I'm like processing the information. Oh, so the one grate and the Crucible may have had order taken from them once the original Elden Ring was forged. That is possible, or like, you know, they could have brought order to what was sort of like a chaotic. I don't know if life necessarily needs order to exist. I think that order will maybe make the life more stable or smarter, or I don't know, it'll change it in some way, but I am not entirely sure that it needs to be there for life to happen. Because rot is, you know, totally, it's a whole other outer god shebang or whatever, and it like represents like rebirth, so it's like I don't know. It is like kind of it's rebirth of arguably stuff that came from the Elden Ring. So, oh god, oh, I mean that was what I meant to do. I don't think that. Okay, this is I think where we're supposed to go. Yeah, pretty sure this is it. Thought that I think I already grabbed the stuff from down there. I remember it's around the bottom of like sneak around. I might have passed it again, which is unfortunate, but I know I'm in the vicinity. In an area like this, I remember it, it's like at the bottom, at the base of one of these towers. One of those little platformy areas. Could be that one down there. Could have been. Probably don't wanna. Uh-oh. Oh, I'd survive. Cool. This is where I came from. Alright. More time back to the debate parlor. This time I need to look around a little bit before I start jumping forward. Well, the Elden Ring didn't always exist, in my opinion. It was probably forged when the Golden Stars happened. It brought the ring and beast and created order, splitting life, creating diversity. Word. I feel you. I feel like I more or less agree with all that. So if I'm not wrong. If I'm not not wrong, and I might be if you were Crucible born. Would have a lot of aspects of the Crucible, so scales, horns, and feathers, and so on. Oh yeah, and then maybe like, you know, one of them, the Order of Rot or whatever, is like bugs, rebirth, whatever, doesn't have to be rot. But I think I see what you mean, though. There could be sort of different traits associated maybe with different forms of life, unless that wasn't what you were saying. But I hadn't really thought about that before, because I wouldn't say that, like, chitin and mandibles and exoskeletons are things that are typically associated with the Crucible of Life. But it is stuff that I associate with rot and rebirth. Maybe death a little bit too, but I'm not... Well, rot is rebirth. Something says explicitly. Oh, grab something. That be one of the items? I think I'm gonna jump across this time. I'll go this way. Whoops. Is he still alive? No. Okay, that was... wow, great ambush. So the order was taken from Crucible and replaced with the Elden Ring. Life was split into feathers, horns, scales, taking in features from each creature instead of sharing them. Right. Oh, yeah. So, like... Oh! Right, so yeah, like splitting dragons up into... Yeah, more... I mean, I guess that's something that I had thought about before, but hadn't really thought about from the perspective of, like, dragons having all of those things and possibly being what was split into all other forms of life. So that is, I think, the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Ooh, and then there's that other thing I wanted. Maybe that's what I came here for. It's not. Did I see something else over there? I kind of cheated a little bit, but... Oh. I didn't. Crap, I wonder if I should have. Might be okay. I think we're okay. Am I mistaken? Is it like not here? Could be in a different part of the castle. I guess the academy, not a castle. kind of a castle. In the way that, like, Hogwarts is kind of a castle. Actually, Hogwarts might be a literal castle. Yikes. I didn't forget any items in here, right? Yeah. Down there. Okay, yeah, there are a couple other places that I can go check. I thought I remembered being along the way here. That could just have been the glintstone key that I was thinking of. So, I guess let me just jump down this like way a little bit one more time. Alright, yeah, I guess it's not. This time we will go to the debate parlor and move along a couple other little secret routes. Life existed before Order, but life was changed once Order was forced from the Crucible. That's why I still think the tree grew from the original site. Right. Like, from what was once, the Erd Tree, or the Crucible of Life. I was trying to figure out how to get in that room. There it is. Oh, I never picked this up. Glintstone Wetblade, wow. That's embarrassing. Cool. That was annoying. So, okay, I went that way. There are... a couple other secret, kinda... I say secret. I was not good at exploring this place, so... they were secret to me. Maybe they were obvious to you guys. Excusez-moi. Oh. Bad. Interesting. All the... like, 3 of the crowns I've gotten here came from, like, crystal crabs. What the hell could that mean? Did the people crabify? Did they achieve the ultimate form? Speaking of crab. Bye-bye. Probably should have seen what he could do a little bit. I didn't really know I would kill him like in 3 hits. Normally I'm a little bit more scared of the crabs. Area, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm still... I don't know, that whole... what is the Crucible of Life thing, and like... I'm still not totally sure. Like, I mean, you know, I know what it was functionally, but... I don't know, there's too many things to think about. My brain's going a mile a minute. Okay, I already went that way. Did I go... is this another way, or is this the same way? That's that way over there. Okay. Is the last imbued sword key in Stormdale, or am I crazy? Whoops. I guess I don't need the last imbued key, or, yeah, stone sword key right now. I just kinda was thinking about it. Let's go look at the Lake of Rot real quick, actually. There's some stuff, like, I don't know, thinking about the Crucible of Life. Crucible of Life has me thinking about Rot. Possible connections there. Let's equip. Oh, also I need to get that that horn charm. Where's that dude? So yeah, the Aeonian butterfly. Pretty sure the description says that they, like, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure they only come from, like, Melania's wings. So it is very possible that Melania blossomed down here for the first time. Like, this was her first Scarlet Aeonia. So yeah, I have also kind of been of the opinion that the ancestral followers might be like the last remnants of the old dynasty, because they are kind of all, they're everywhere old dynasty ruins are, basically, or where there's large trees. So the I guess all the other stuff pretty strongly implies they were here, but that could be why he was here. He is here. The interesting thing, one of the really interesting things, is the Dragonkin. Why is it down here? Why isn't it affected by the rot? What the hell? Oh. Cool. Right about that. Oh, that mostly just helps for the, for the Dragonkin fight. I don't think I've ever really, like, walked around in this area. Kind of was wondering if I was at a light load for a second. Of course not. It has actually been a minute since I've walked around down here. So I think that the old dynasty might have been the ones that worshipped Rot down here. Wow, I was about to jump off and try to glide. I've been playing too much Genshin. Okay, so what is in this weird building? Oh, this is the Mushroom Crown. this is the thing that, along with the Alabaster Lord here, kind of makes me think. Long ago, great lords served the Scarlet Rot. Perhaps such fungal bodies served as their crowns. So that, those Stone Lords, or the Alabaster Lords, could have been those Great Lords. Yikes. Okay. We are good. So let's just pause real quick and look around here. So first of all, the fact that these guys are here is already kind of strange because they thought those were parts of Godwyn. Or I thought that those came from Godwyn or from Deathroot, at least. Maybe they have a closer connection to Rot than I think, but like, I don't know. Yeah, and the ulcerated tree spirit down here is very strange. Okay, the ulcerated tree spirit in the middle of all this rot really makes me think that there might be something to this whole... Isn't there a golden seed down here too? There really could be something to this whole, like, Crucible of Life. Jesus, rot, Scarlet Rot thing. Genuinely don't know, but like, let's get to the Moonlit Plateau. Did I not, oh, grab the ring. I have everything else I need. There. Ring depicting a leaden full moon. Symbolic of a cold oath. The ring is supposed to be given by Lunar Princess Rani to her consort. Rani is an Empyrean, meaning her consort would by rights earn the title of Lord. Warning is engraved within, whoever thou mayst be, take not the ring from this place, the solitude beyond the night is better mine alone. And then the filigree around the ends, around the sides, kind of looks like this something similar to what's around the edge of the like Snow Crown set. Okay, now let's go. Okay, that's actually really, really weird. Oops, not what I meant to do. The way that this is like patterned and like growing, it really looks a lot like the middle section of the gargoyles. Like, it could be nothing, but I have to wonder if they were like carved from stalagmites or something like that. Like, if that is significant, maybe. Some of them just seem to have... Maybe that's how they look. Those are reused from Dark Souls 3, Pit of Hollows. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe that's just how maybe that's just how they look. It's just sort of a generic pattern. All right. Right. Jeez. Brain really just starts to die at the end of these streams. Okay. I was wondering if these animals were... They looked weird for a sec, but whatever. Fine. And this is the... what, Moonfolk ruins? Yeah, whatever the hell those were. Probably Moonkin, but... me? What? Is that what they were called? Moonkin? Moon... Night... Moonfolk. Nightfolk? What the hell were they called? Moons? It's Nightfolk. The character creation preset. See, I have to, or something, part of me thinks that that is something like Grace. Like, that is something like the Moon's version of Grace. Because there, when you get close to the Erd Tree on another plateau, the Altus Plateau, something very similar, I mean, we see, like, really similar rays of light come down. And, I am kind of starting to think that maybe, you know, there's... I don't think the Erd Tree is the only source of order. But, I don't know. Cathedral of the Hidden Hand. We named it that because secretly we're hiding a hand here. They'll never think to look in the place of the hidden hand. Or perhaps we were a bit too heavy-handed with our naming. Okay, let's pick up these little star woozy-wutsies. So, I guess, does that imply that another star fell here? To, like, punch a hole in the earth for Ronnie? So she could get to her 2 fingers? Maybe? Or... I don't know. I need to look around this place for a minute, though, because there aren't a... This is a pretty unique building. There aren't a whole lot of others that look like it. But, anyway. So it is 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye-bye.